Today I'll be showing you this fast upper split that Virtus.Pro recently ran against Astralis and Nuke at the ELEAGUE Clash for Cash show match. After taking the first 3 rounds by storm, Virtus.Pro decided to keep a high pace and tempo by doing a very aggressive upper split. This is a typical thing for a team to do after winning the first 3 rounds. It allows them to take advantage of the lack of utility on the CT side and also keeps the high pace and tempo they have been succeeding with previously. The first player shown is Byali. He's one of the players who does one of the deep smokes outside. He gets straight into the strat by getting into position and doing a jump through a smoke that lands just in front of Secret. In the bottom right you can see the trajectory of the smoke just thrown. It's worth noting that the smokes thrown are typically thrown from closer and without the jump throw. By throwing them from further back, it lets them execute about 10 seconds earlier than usual. A lot of this take is based on the players who are in lower. Because of this, Byali just stands here waiting for a push in case it does come. The cue for Byali to push out is based on his thoughts or done on contact from the player in the vents. In this instance, he hears Kirby rotate and pushes to grab the frag. While he is immediately traded, it doesn't matter as he got the entry. The second perspective shown is Neo. He does the close outside smoke for the 2 people going outside. It's worth noting that he has a Mach 10 as the VP decides to run this play straight after winning the first 3 rounds. The trajectory of the smoke thrown is shown in the bottom right. With the strat being heavily reliant on the 2 players outside, the players in lobby hold for the push. Neo decides it's best to use his grenades towards ramp. This works as a decoy and also allows him to just use his grenades that he will not use otherwise. With Neo keeping a Mach 10, it means that it'll be quite easy for him to clear out the upper bomb site. Due to the difference in firepower with him and his teammates, Neo makes sure that he is the first one to go out of hat. By going out first, it allows Neo to act as a scout for his team. With the Mach 10 being a very inefficient weapon at range, Neo makes sure to utilise the close range ability of it. His main priority when pushing out is to clear on top of hat. After clearing the bomb site, he is now able to plant. In this scenario, he plants for main as his teammates have just cleared outside and have also got control of the vents. For the post plant, Neo decides to hold heaven while Taz holds his hut push. They hold this crossfire for quite a while as they are unsure whether the CTs will be in fact going for the round or not. After Pasha gets the info outside lobby, it is now clear that the CTs will be in fact saving. Because of the info provided by Pasha, it means that the terrorists can now leave the bomb site. On the way out, Neo grabs an AK because he doesn't want to keep the Mach 10 into the next round. Up next is Pasha. Pasha is one of the players who goes outside. Due to Pasha not being part of the trio who throw grenades right at the start of the round, it means he keeps quite a lot of grenades towards the end. Throughout this execute, he more or less lets Snax take the lead. On the way to lower, he helps clear angles with Snax and makes sure that Snax does make its vents. He does this by holding angles and also mollying decom. The Molotovs done by him and Snax are meant to be at the same time, but Pasha quick switches at the last second. Because of this, his is slightly more delayed and probably results in Dupree not being killed. After getting Snax into vents, he heads back up secret to outside to cover main. Along the way he picks up a kill on Glaive in heaven. Due to the amount of damage he took from Glaive, I suspect he was trying to get into T-spawn or perhaps trying to get a different angle where they didn't expect him from. However, along the way he heard CTs rotating to the entrance lobby and was then taken down after getting a single exit. With him being on such low health, getting the info that they are going to be saving and also getting a frag in the process is actually great. The fourth perspective shown is Snax. Snax is the other player to go outside. Snax is responsible with getting into the vents and calling the shots in this take. He throws an early flash outside to try and stop any CTs from getting close. When going lower, terrorists are usually forced to block one side with nades and take the other. In this situation they decide to smoke window side. This is because they are planning to go up the vent. On the way there, Snax also throws a pop flash for the corner, however this does not affect the player that is peeking. Because of the opponent's presence, it means they double Molotov the stairs in order to get Snax into the vent. As soon as the Molotovs are deployed, Snax gets into the vent, clears it, and then calls for the upper take to begin. After taking upper, Snax retreats back towards the vent to watch out for any rotates that come there. In this round, Virtus.Pro employ a rather static post-plant hold because of Pasha making all the info plays. After Pasha gets information in lobby, it's quite clear that the counter-terrorists will not be going for this round. The final player shown is Taz. Taz does the other deep smoke for outside. The trajectory of the smoke that he throws can be shown in the bottom right. As Taz is one of the lobby players, it means that he's tasked with holding for the push from Hut. With Neo now focusing on Hut, it means that Taz will now need to switch his focus towards ramp, just in case they push. I suspect that this role reversal would not be required if Neo had a better gun. When pushing out of Hut, he makes sure to hug the left wall to clear behind the site and also to look towards Nest. This is mostly due to the fact that he has an AK and Neo has a Mach 10. When Neo starts planting, Taz decides to get in a position to hold for this crossfire. This crossfire allows him to cover Hut and Neo to cover his heaven. As I mentioned before, this is quite a static post-plant hold. Due to Pasha only spotting one of the CTs, Taz decides to stay on the site because one of the CTs could still be in heaven or going for a late push onto the site to get the defuse. He more or less leaves the site at the latest possible timing just to make sure that they win the round.